Cut to NXT. Fatal Influence opens the show with Jacy Jane claiming her stablemates dropped the ball. She brings up the title versus title match against Slamovich at TNA's Slammiversary this Sunday, to which Masha shows up saying the only reason she won was because Blake Monroe turned on Grace and vows to be the first TNA wrestler to hold an NXT championship. So Ruka and Zarya pop out to remind Jane that Ruka already holds 2 belts. Zarya says Ruka is the weekend's MVP, causing the 6 women to get in each other's faces, and a brawl breaks out with Ruka, Zarya, and Slamovich standing tall in the end.
No, they did my girl dirty, bro. You know, that Blake Monroe chick can't be trusted.
We talked about how they were already thinking about turning her heel, and like I said, she's better off as a heel. So I'm excited to see where they go with this.
You talking about Blake, or you talking about
Blake?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how they spin this with her and Jordan. A little more does come later in the show, so we'll get into that later. Trick, Santana, and Hendry took on Dark State. The beef between the TNA champ and the TNA talents proves to be their downfall, though, despite having a common enemy in Dark State. Santana shined the most in this match, I feel like. Trick got a fair bit of offense, and Hendry got a little action. Williams tried to rally the team, but got clocked by both Santana and
funny.
Hendry. Santana goes flying over the top to take out Dark State alongside Joe Henry, who they both toss all them back in, including Cutler James, who was just sitting in their corner. He wasn't even doing nothing, but they threw his ass in the ring too. But the System's music hits and they attack Dark State, ending the match in a DQ. I found that really odd the way they set that up, because Henry and Santana were outside, then the heels of TNA come past the faces and go attack Dark State. But I guess they're trying to do that because Dark State is having I guess we're having mic issues, huh? Anyway, Dark State was having issues with TNA talent as they've been attacking TNA talent during Impact. So I guess just with them being the fact that they just want to attack everybody, including NXT talent and TNA talent, that just strengthens the bond between TNA talent, maybe. I don't know where they're trying to go with this.
I mean, I guess it's just like this dude has their championship and we all gotta stick together to get it back type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is Dark State, though. Dark State's been attacking people at TNA, people at NXT, and it's not like they have a title.
Yeah, I don't know, it's invasion angle type deal.
That's what I'm trying to think. It maybe Trick ends up joining Dark State.
True.
Eventually, who knows? We'll see where this goes. It's kind of weird because we get like 2 DQs in this card, so it's kind of annoying. So we kick off the next match with Evolve champ Callie Armstrong. She had a confrontation with Carmen Petrovich in the locker room earlier in the night, triggering an impromptu match with Callie defending her Evolve title against Petrovich. It was the beginning of what seemed it could have been a decent match, but Jordynne Grace caused a disqualification, pulling Callie out of the ring and hitting a spinning back fist. She then attacked Carmen and demanded a mic.
Give me the mic.
The livid Grace demanded Blake Monroe come out to the ring and give her answers. Robert Stone and Stevie Turner attempted to calm Grace down, but a video started playing saying Grace was never on Monroe's level and didn't deserve a championship. The video invites Grace to watch Monroe make her debut, or her in-ring singles debut, that is, because she did have a debut with Grace.
Yeah.
But she invites her there. Grace takes out her frustrations on Stone, and Turner leaves. Boom, we come back. The family feud comes to an end as Luca Crucifino, Stacks, and Tony D'Angelo handle a little family business in a triple threat. All three men were at each other's throats until Luca and Stacks had a short-lived alliance, hitting a shatter machine, and Stacks throws Luca out, pinning D'Angelo for the 2. Lorenzo goes for the tire iron, but Crucifino intercepts it, throwing Stacks down to the outside of the ring. And as he goes to swing on Lorenzo, Luca yells, "You ruined the family." Stacks ducks and sends Crucifino into the post. He picks up the iron, swinging it on Luca, who ducks, and Stacks gets speared through the NXT platform ringside by D'Angelo. Tony tosses Lorenzo back into the ring. Crucifino pulls on Tony, and Crucifino eats a one-arm spine buster through the announce desk. Boom, another one on Stacks, and gets the victory. So now it seems like he's still, well, I don't know if you would say he's still the boss, because it kind of seems like they're ending the family.
That was a pretty good match, dude. I like that. The ending was nice. He slammed the crap out of that dude through the table, though.
Yeah.
Buddy folded.
Yeah, it was set up perfectly for all these guys to get their stuff in, at least the good stuff, and to tell that story.
Yeah.
The pauses they took when they looked at that crowbar, when they decided to grab it, when they are going over to somebody and they're about to swing it, they take their time. It builds the anticipation, and then when it doesn't happen, it's like, oh, but then something else happened.
Yeah. It just like they almost felt sorry for like the fact that they were even having this match and it had to end this way.
Yeah, it was. I've always loved the family's matches. I enjoy me some Stacks. Luca, I wasn't too keen on, but I didn't really get to see as many matches from Luca. But this one was a good one, and I really enjoyed it. Cut to the NQCC having a little argument. Tavion Heights is upset with Ren St. Clair, who threw in the towel, and he says he wants his own shot like Miles Bourne, and he knows that what he's capable of. Charlie Dempsey pops up into the frame. Heights says Dempsey may have won, but he won with interference. Dempsey says he shouldn't be blaming poor Ren, and the two begin talking over each other until she interrupts the pair. Sinclair says they'll be busy next week, going on to announce that she has a match in her home state of Texas against Blake Monroe, and the two men agree to put their situation on the table for Ren.
On the table. Your texting came out a little bit. No, I do like Ren St. Clair.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna give it to Blake though.
Oh, of course.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it is cool to see her journey come full circle, starting in Texas, and now that she's up there in the NXT bracket, and now she has a match with one of the hottest free agents that the WWE signed recently. So, I mean, I wouldn't. She's still. You can't that because she is. Whether you like it or not, she is.
I just guess I gotta watch more. I just didn't. You already know what I'm gonna say. I don't watch AEW, so I can't really tell you what I think about Blake Monroe yet. Like, I didn't see enough of her over there to know anything, At least certain people who come from AEW I know something of, but I didn't know nothing about her.
Yeah, so after that, Josh Briggs takes to the ring saying Shiki squandered the opportunity of a lifetime, he says. Apparently, he didn't want to win as much as Briggs wanted him to, referring to his interference in Saturday's match where he hit Oba with the title, and Yoshiki Inamura didn't capitalize on it.
Yeah.
He felt bad. He called it out, of course. So, of course, he tells the fans that Inamura is just too nice, and being nice doesn't get you anywhere in this cutthroat industry. He says he's mad because Inamura got a shot after less than a year and squandered it. Meanwhile, he's been putting on some of the best matches in NXT for 4 years without getting his own shot. Continuing to iterate that Inamura's problem is that he's too nice. Oba comes out saying Briggs ruined their match, and Femi says Inamura deserves another chance, but Briggs doesn't deserve a shot at the title. Inamura interrupts to tell Briggs he'll do what it takes to win on his own terms. So Briggs proposes a triple threat, to which Oba agrees. So they're going to have a triple threat here coming soon for the title.
Who do you think's going to win?
You know what? I want Josh Briggs to win just because nobody's going to think about Josh Briggs winning that match. Everybody's focus is going to be on Oba and Inamura. So I would love to see a shock title change.
I just want Oba to lose so he can go to the main roster. That's all I want.
Well, that too. And next we have Zarya, Soruka, and Masha Slamovich closing out the night against Fatal Influence. It was promising, I felt like, but it also got lost in the shuffle because Masha, Ruka, and Zarya dominated for the majority of the match, as of course they should. And then all of a sudden, Soruka tags in, surfs on Jane's back, and we see Ava escorting Lexus King out of the crowd out of nowhere, which I don't even know what the hell he's doing. He's been wearing these noise canceling headphones, making all noise in the background of promos and crap. And then there he is again. I saw something online trying to say it's for his feud with Miles Bourne. He's trying to act deaf. I don't know. I feel like it's a reach. I don't really know what's going on here, and I don't care for it. It's just extra stuff that needs to be cut out. You're taking the focus off the match and putting it on some guy in noise canceling headphones.
It makes no sense.
With the Rock's daughter being like, "Hey, you need to get out of here." So, I mean, I didn't see the point in that. Then on top of that, we get back to the match. Jasmine Nix tags in. She takes control of Ruka, and Zarya tags in to get Nix and Jane, take them out. Masha comes in to attack Jane, but gets rolled up. Nix and Fallon Henley get in some good tag offense, but Nix gets ran over by Zarya with a spear. Then all of a sudden, another interruption. The Culling show up ringside. Zaruka hit a pair of sentons on Paxley and Dame. Hank and Tank all of a sudden show up. Sean Spears and Nico Vance get attacked by Hank and Tank. They brawl it out. All of a sudden, here comes Masha Slamovich out of nowhere. She's back up and she hits JC James with a snowplow for the victory. And it just got lost. There was so much crap going on for no reason that you didn't need to have on this match, and you took away from the match.
Is anybody besides Alexis King? Is anybody connected with the other teams?
Well, the Culling is connected with Soruka and Zarya.
Okay.
So that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, do they need to be there? Does that need to happen? Why not just have them win and then the Culling come out?
Yeah, like an after brawl thingy with Bob or whatever.
Even though I don't like those, yeah. I'd much rather have that than a bunch
in the middle of the match.
Yeah, and a bunch of interruptions in the middle of the match. The camera cuts away. You don't get to see the action inside the ring. It's pointless.
That is pointless. It sounds like I can't even say that. A cluster
cluck.
Yeah, cluster cluck, bro. Cluck and bell, all that.
Hell yeah, Cluck and bell.